Good morning, students. It is Tuesday, October 13th. It's a synchronous day, so we will be meeting in class. Uh, our synchronous activity for today was that we are going to introduce the water cycle assessment, but then after that, I'll just kind of walk you through this to-do list, but this is what I would like you to do. So make sure that you're going through every question and every module, and you're making sure that your answers are thorough and to the best of your ability. And then once they are, you can turn each of them in. So hopefully by the end of today, you have states of matter, water cycle 1, water cycle 2, and the pollution activity all turned in on Google Classroom, and you have your water cycle model. So that will really help you to get into the assessment for today. And the assessment will actually be due on Monday, so you have some time to work on that. But I wouldn't delay because it's kind of you have to make your own model, and then you have to make a story that goes along with it. So make sure to take some time and really flesh it out. So that's what we're doing today. It's not very long. Uh, I'll walk you through the video in case you are unable to make the synchronous activity. So in our rubric here, we have 4 points or 4 grades. No, four points. The first one, of course, is if you did not meet the standard. So usually if you get a 1 or a 0, it's that I just don't have enough evidence to go off of it. With a 0, that's usually what it is. So like if you just didn't turn it in, or if it was incomplete, I'll bring it back as a 0, and I'll ask you to revise it and then resubmit, and then I'll give you a grade somewhere on this rubric. If you did not meet the standard, that means that your water cycle does, or your water droplet does not make it uh, through the water cycle one time, or it doesn't include these 5 bold terms here. So this is necessary in order to get a 2. Which brings me to a number 2. You're going to share your story, present it through Flipgrid, and then it's one complete cycle through the water cycle, and you include only these 5 terms here. Okay. For a number, or for a 3, which would be like a 90, 80, 85, or no, 87.5%, I think. Again, sharing a story through Flipgrid of a water droplet moving through the water cycle in a unique way. So something that has not been done in class already, and it's complete. So it goes all the way through. You use these 5 terms here, as well as 5 of these other ones. And we talked about these in our modules. And then one other thing is that I would like you to use uh, observations from your previous modules. So like in areas where I asked, like, what do you notice about the groundwater? Or what do you notice about um, the iodine, where we heated it up and it turned to that purple gas? Like, use those observations to support these key terms in your water cycle story. And then lastly, for number 4, you're going to, again, share a unique story of a water droplet moving through the water cycle, but this time it is 2 different paths. So it's not the same path 2 times, but 2 different paths that may end up at the same spot. And then incorporate all of these key terms. So all 15 of them need to be in there, as well as how humans have impacted the water cycle. So that was with our pollution activity number 1. We were going to do number 2, but I think I wanted to give you more time to work on this, and I think we got the gist of it. Plus, our next unit will be on pollution too, so we'll have more time to go through these. And then the last part of this is making sure that you use your observations from the modules to support your key terms in the water cycle. So, for instance, think of how does the groundwater, when I had like that box of sand, how does that fit into your water cycle? What did you notice about it? What did you notice during the model, or my model of the groundwater? How might that impact the water cycle? Maybe with the iodine or with the leaf transpiration, like how would that fit into the water cycle? Some stuff that you noticed that you can connect to. So those are our 4 areas of proficiency. If you have questions on them, you can send me an email, or you can hop into the Google Meet. We'll meet for probably about 10-ish minutes, so I can just go through the water cycle assessment like what I just did. And then if you have questions, you can stick on. If you don't, you can work asynchronously for the rest of the day. So I will talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye.